Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be checking out the new ERLC spring update, whatever. So first off, we have the map here. It's spring. That is very nice and all. And we have a new accessory called the dump tank. So actually, let me show you here. So as you can see, we have the spring map. Okay. Uh, it's just saying spring map, new hospital. So there is just a new hospital. Um, And then we have dump tanks. So as you can see here, they can be placed on the ground by firefighters to store extra water. And you can also put water in and use a dump tank as a discharge to supply water to other fire trucks. So basically just supplying water if you run out. You can also dump water inside the tank by using the water dump chute. And yeah. And as the sides of the heavy tanker, that's very nice. So we have a new stretcher system, new fire truck vehicles, and minor improvements. Okay, so let's go back to the game here. So there's bug fixes too, but we're not going to take a look at that, right? So here, so here we're gonna retract. So as you can see here, we can deploy this. So this is the chute they've been talking about, and we can start the flow. Okay, that's very nice. It's filling up, filling up, filling up. And here's the tank I've been talking about. You can put two of them here. I cannot place it here, so ask for the gray, and boom, there we go. We can place as many. I think we can place as many and say, right? And then you can see here when it's filled up, then I can stop the flow and then retract. Okay, now this guy, let's just say that this guy is, ran out of water and I need this to fill in. So I'm going to show you first. You can also fill in like this, fill in the dump tank like this, or get the discharge hose from the fire truck and then put it as a supply intake here. So I am going to pick this guy up and put him here, okay? As you can see here, it is filling up the fire truck, okay? Filling up the tank, sorry. So now it ran out of water here, so that's okay. Ran out of water, not too bad. So we can, I want to detach, I want to remove this. And then I want to try to get the water in a dump to transfer it into the fire truck. So let me show you how to do that so we can get supply discharge 50 feet. Then we can go in here, attach. So where is it? Attach supply discharge right here. Oh, sorry. Must connect the intake to the. So you must. Okay, I see what they mean. So you must connect the discharge to the intake. Is what it's saying. So you can see here, right there, and as you can see, it's going down, and this guy is filling up. So we can wait till it fills up. But you can place as many of the water dumps as you can. So that is very nice. It's just, and in order to get it, you just go to your locker and get it, okay? So I'll show you how to get it real fast. Open door here. So based on what I see, you can get it while you are a rookie. So there's a water pump as a volunteer, and here is the dump tank. So rookie right there. So when you're a rookie, you can get it. Okay, I think it's the second rank of firefighting. So yeah, as you can see, it is filling up. It is filling up the fire truck, so it's yellow. So let it fill up. But yeah, so that's just basically the basics of it. So we really don't need to fill it up here. So let's detach this guy, remove this, and you can also drain the water. Okay, drain it, and then yeah, go from there. And it's draining, 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 draining. Okay, and then you can pick up and yeah, bye bye. Okay, so now we're gonna take a look at the ambulance. Okay, so this works for any ambulance, as I heard. So as you can see here, I'll go to this ambulance specifically because I like it. So we're gonna come out and go to the hospital real fast. So as you can see here, pretend I have my lights on. So apparently they're trying to realistically roleplay this. So where whenever you put someone in a stretcher, it's going to realistically play out in real life. So we can open door here. Let's take a look before we pull this stretcher out. That's very nice. So we have seating here too. So enter passenger, we can sit down, cheer the help the patient a little, and the same thing here. We can enter passenger here. I don't know why we can't go through this, but enter passenger here, sit down here in this angle. We can also go from door here and then, yeah, go from there. That's very nice. Let's pull out this stretcher, okay? Oh, wow, that's a very nice. And then we can grab, we can lower, walk up to a player opponent stretcher, click anywhere to drop so I can just drop it like that. And then I can lower it like this so a player can get on it and then raise it. and grab it, and then let's see, and then I can load him. Okay, and it will automatically go inside. Then I can close the door and come in and take him to the hospital. So actually, while we're doing that, we're gonna take him to the hospital, pretend, and then I'll show you what the hospital looks like because it is a new hospital. Okay, so the hospital, they apparently Eagle Construction has remade it. So as you can see here, here is the new hospital. That is very nice. So I'm gonna go this way because I think you can go both ways regardless. So emergency. So if you have an emergency, you could go there. And here's the main entrance. This is a really nice hospital. And then heroes work here. I appreciate that. Thank you. I am a hero, obviously, right? I know a lot of you are. So what I want to do is I want to go from the back of the hospital. So pretend these guys are still on. And then we have the ambulance entrance, parking, and all that. Okay, so let's pretend we're going ambulance here. We open door, pretend there's a patient here, pull out. I wish, okay, the only thing I wish though is that you don't, I wish that they didn't just drop the stretcher down at an angle so that realistically they slowly lower it. Because as you can see, right, I'm going to reload it and bring it back out. But take a look, right? So as you can see here, it just drops it to the ground, which I bet realistically they don't do that, obviously, for obvious reasons. Then we can go in. And I'm actually going to close my door here because I do not want anyone going in and stealing the ambulance. Now here's what I wish this door would actually automatically open, right? So I wish it automatically opens instead of a go-through door. And this is where the triage happens, where they have to get all the bloods and stuff. I think I'm not a hospital guy, so I'm not a. And then nurses station, ER room. Then they take him into the ER. You can put on the stretcher, and then the player can get on here, get onto the bed. That can also grab it. And then I can reload the stretcher into the truck. There's a couple ER rooms, okay? And there's a front desk, so if you're working there, you can obviously be the front desk person, whatever. So here's the ER rooms, right, as mentioned previously. And the door opens, which I like, but I also don't like is that these doors, even though they're supposed to be automatic, should automatically open, right? You expect it to open, but guess the game is not ready for that yet, so let's go explore the hospital. So that's the emergency department, where obviously if there was an emergency, doctors have to rush over there and care the patients, whatever. Here's like I think the cafeteria, like where you can buy food and stuff while you're at the hospital, especially you're staying in a couple nights, buy some food. And then here is the front desk, I think, or check-in. Check-in, front desk. So I think the emergency front desk is over there, but the check-in stuff is here. So if you're not emergency, you can check in here. And this is the door where you can, oh, not a door. Oh, didn't see that. Here is the waterfall. I guess they just want to make the hospital a little bit, looks good. They want it to make it look good. And yeah, you go in here. And now here's the thing. I really wish this elevator would actually take you up. Like, I wish it was like the elevator could just take you up the second floor, but unfortunately, game's not ready for that, so it's just a display for now, if you know what I mean. So meeting room, office, go in here, nice, office, office, and this is just the front desk. You can get a job over here, where you can get the job, and we can come upstairs and take a look at the second floor. So here's the elevator. Obviously, they try to make it realistic. Patient care. So as you can see here, that's just a patient room 1. So if it's not too severe, they're usually, if it's just like minor sickness or just a little sickness, then it shouldn't be too much. That's why they're in here. So it's just all patient rooms. These lights indicate, I think it indicates whether they're in surgery or something like that. I don't know. Please let me know in the comments below what these lights indicate. So yeah, patient board. I feel like this one, they're all the same, looks like. So green means vacant. Yellow means there's someone inside. Red means you cannot go in. Like, I think that's it. And this is where the nurses and doctors, I think, sit. Now, the intensive care is where, like, for example, somebody is on life support, I think. So it's just these are the beds where life support or the patients are, and then there's the nurses station or whatever it's called, because they should have it somewhere. Yes. Couple beds and all that, so and yeah, not too much over here, not too much. But yeah, I think that's basically it for the hospital, right? There's a fire alarm, obviously, for a reason, but I'm a firefighter, so I could just, nursing station here. And yeah, I think that's basically it for the hospital. One improvement I suggest these guys should make is make the elevators and the doors look realistic as well. Because obviously roleplay wouldn't be always realistic, but sometimes it can't be realistic. But if they can, please make it realistic as possible. Because obviously in real life you don't just go through doors like this, right? But anyways, other than that, I think this update is very cool. Hope you like this video and subscribe. If you haven't, please join the Discord. We have a lot of new updates coming soon. Um, and please be sure to apply to recording crew. I still have spots open, okay, because a lot of people haven't applied yet. So to the 100 of you guys who are watching, I need at least 20 applications. Please be sure to apply. I still open applications. All right. And yeah, please be sure to give this video a like and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.